Well, hello, my Libra friends. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to do a love reading. We're going to find out what they are thinking about and are they thinking about you. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and of course, Venus, because Venus is your ruling planet. So you might want to check your Venus as well. Again, if this doesn't resonate for you, it wasn't meant for you. I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading, and then I'm going to do a clarifiers with some oracle cards, and finally we're going to end it with a soulmate card. Without further ado, let's get started. Cards are ready. I'm going to do past, present, and future. So past, priorities, an uncluttered life, the Four of Coins. Money may be an issue in this. The present, the Star, a wish granted, healing, baptism, long terms. If you think about stars are far away, so it takes you a long time to get to a star. So this would be long term. This also is your fellow air sign, Aquarius. Ooh, future, messenger of wands, powerhouse of energy, announcements. If you see, he's got a trumpet there. So we are announcing something. So let's see, let's continue to read. So we're coming in the near past, Nine of Swords, depths of despair. This is anxiety. And remember, this is in your past. Anxiety, nightmares, despair, like they say. Despair. This is mental. This is your fellow Gemini sign, air sign, Nine of Swords. Thinking that nothing's going right, nothing will ever go right. You can't see the future. If you look, you can't see through a tree. Can't see any brightness in the future. Let's see the present here. Caution, a risky endeavor. Remember I said the Star, it says wish granted, but sometimes some of our wishes, sometimes the universe doesn't grant your wish and it's a blessing in disguise. That's what I want to say. Be careful what you wish for, because sometimes it comes true. This is what I'm getting here with caution, wish granted, the Star. Be careful what you wish for. A risky endeavor. What are you willing to risk with this relationship? What are they willing to risk with this relationship? Repetition over and over. Don't go complaining on social media about your relationship, or they might be complaining on social media about their relationship. We got Nine of Swords, caution, repetition over and over. This is being bored in your relationship, or they are bored in your relationship, and they are thinking of, because this is present, they are currently thinking of a risky endeavor. Let's see what that risky endeavor is, but they're definitely feeling boredom, or you are. Ten of Coins, family legacy. They might have brought in some, because we have the depths of despair here, they might be bringing something into the relationship that they've carried over. So for example, has there been a divorce in their family, so they don't hold marriage that high in their family. Maybe there's been there's something for their family they're bringing into this relationship. Could be family troubles. And the reason I'm saying it's troubles is because the depths of despair. They're bringing echoes of what's happened in their family into this relationship. Unwilling, a need to step up. They are unwilling to do anything to repair this relationship. Or you might be like, fuck it. I've really worked hard on this, and And it's really risky not to do anything. It's really risky to be unwilling to do anything. Maybe this is the Judgment card reversed. So this is not giving second chances. You could just be sick and tired of what they've brought into the relationship. And you're just not going to put up with it anymore because there's no more second chances. And doing that might be risky. Let's see, thinking small, lack of foresight, 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is interesting, Libra. Either you've brought something into this relationship from your family. It's a family, so maybe a genetic, family behaviors, family tragedy, but it's something not great. You've brought it in or they've brought it in. And I think you both are sick and tired of it. And nobody's making any plans to get out of this over and over. This powerhouse of energy is, I think it's like unspent energy. And it's just going into a bit of arguing I'm getting here because the repetition over and over and lack of foresight. I think all the energy is going into fighting over this thing rather than repairing it. And it's been going on for a while. 6 of Wands, congratulations. Okay, so I think you're going to get over this. The Devil, strings attached. Okay, so whatever this family legacy is that they've brought into the relationship or you've brought into the relationship, you will get over that, but it's now echoed and changed into something else. So let me see what I'm getting at here. So the family legacy, let's say the family legacy is my parents were divorced. I'm probably going to get divorced. Maybe this person was already divorced and brought a family into the relationship. So there's steps and blended involved here. You know what? You got over that, but the fighting that caused has now created a hangover or an echo, because now we have the Devil, strings attached. So, you know, that fighting that caused, the energy the blending, the energy of getting over that, maybe to get over that, somebody drank too much. Maybe to get over that, you spent too much money. It was like, well, if we only went on one more holiday, and that's where the risky endeavor came in. There's something that happened that is now, congratulations, you worked through that, you got over that hump, but now we've got a bit of a hangover happening here. You know, did you go deeply into debt to get over whatever, like did you go into extreme counseling or get a life coach or something that cost tens of thousands of dollars? Or like I said, maybe you went on a lot of family holidays to blend the family, whatever, or maybe whatever it was, there's some kind of echoing hangover. Strings attached, strings attached. 6 of Earth, undervalued, lack of foresight. Yeah, you know, I think you both have fooled yourselves into thinking you're over it, but you aren't. 5 of Wands, personality clashes. So now it's not the family legacy, it's personality clashes. That's why I said the strings attached, the Devil here. Oh, you got a passionate start, because remember, this is your present. What's your future? Reevaluate. Lacking strategy. I think we've got you're trying to start. So this Devil here might be, maybe you're like, okay, well, let's try some more sex. Maybe we need more sex in our relationship. Maybe that'll bring us closer. Let's try this. That'll bring us closer. But it's lacking in strategy. Ace of Wands is fire. And passion and fire is like a flame that, and then what happens to flames? Flames always go out. I think, let's see what's the underlying here. Strength of will, the Chariot. Libra, this is moving on. This is the moving on. I think, I think you've overcome a lot of things here, an uncluttered life. I think you've had to overcome a lot of things, and it's created some problems, and you're trying to get it going again, but you don't have a plan. You're thinking small. We've got the 2 here, the strings attached, the undervalued, and reevaluate lacking strategy. I just think that what you're doing isn't going to work. And I think that with the Chariot, to me, that says that I think you both are thinking about moving on. I think you both are thinking of moving on. So asking the cards, what are they thinking? They're thinking of moving on because they have a lack of foresight, a lack of strategy. It's the same thing over and over. We just do the same fights over and over and over. And they're thinking now it's more of a personality clash than anything. And yes, you try and you have some false starts here, especially with the Devil. You have some false starts, and you figure, sometimes you think with the strings attached is, well, we're this deep into it, but nobody's willing to step up and really, really, really change anything. I think you get over one hump and another hump shows up. You get over one hump and another one shows up. You get over one, and this is just a repetitive, over and over. And it just seems like you get in the fight, you get over the fight, you have hot sex, you have makeup sex, and it goes right back to where it was. And you get into a fight, you work on it, you have makeup sex, and it gets right back to where it was. Because there's no strategy here to fix the underlying whatever's going on. There's nothing here that actually has any kind of foundation to it. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. That's all it is. There's nothing here to stop the cycle at all. And I think that both of you are thinking of moving on. You're asking the cards what's going on. You both are thinking of moving on. So let's ask the cards, what's going to happen if this relationship actually crumbles and you both move on? What will be the outcome? What will be the outcome? And sometimes seeing the outcome shocks you into doing something. And sometimes it's like, okay, cool, that wasn't bad. So let's see, what will be the outcome? What the Oracle cards say will be the outcome. Anger and chains. So there we go, the family legacy right here in the middle. Anger and chains. Yeah, a lot of anger. We got the depths of despair, personality clashes, tons of fighting. Anger and chains. What else is anger? So you're fighting with each other, but you're also chained to each other, so that it's just a constant cycle. The temple of my body. Here we go into the passion. You guys might be very sexually compatible, very sexually, you have great sex. And that also goes back to the Devil. And I think that's what keeps you together. The temple of my body. You might be like really great lovers. It almost feels like every time you do that, it feels like brand new baptism, the star, wish granted. And that's the part of you can't let go. There is some passion here for each other, but I have a feeling it's more to, sex is what's keeping you together. At the end of the day, I'm just going to say it. So this person is very sexually attracted to you. You're very sexually attracted to them. And that's basically what's keeping you together. And this anger and this fighting has amazing makeup sex, but it doesn't solve anything. What's the sacrifice? So if you guys stay together, it will feel like a sacrifice. And if you end things, it will feel like a sacrifice. if you stay together, one of you has to sacrifice your body, mind, and soul. If you part ways, it's going to feel like a sacrifice. It's going to be like, we could have fixed that, but I'm going to sacrifice my mental health for this. I'm going to sacrifice, you know, great sex for my mental health. I'm going to, you know, sacrifice what, it's just going to feel like you have to lose something to move on, to gain. And you both will feel that way. There was some kind of sacrifice. You had to give up something. And you'd rather give up that something than give up yourself. You know, you might feel like, oh, I'll never have sex like that again. I'll never have passion like that again. But at least, you know, look at this, has a armor, a body armor. And that's just from fighting over and over and over. And you've got this armor that nobody will get through. And I think that's what you're sacrificing. Maybe if you stay together, you sacrifice having a peaceful life. This isn't a very peaceful card. But if you separate, you're going to sacrifice something. Could be, maybe you sacrifice money because, you know, together you have a great financial life. So you're going to have to sacrifice in that regard. But if this ends, there will be some kind of sacrifice. It's going to feel that way for both of you, not just for them, but for you as well. So let's ask the cards for our Libra friends. Is this a soulmate connection? Is this a false flame connection? Is this a twin flame connection? Is this a mirror connection? Is this a mirror mate, soulmate? Oh, what popped out here? Surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all that remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Let there be space for new energies to enter. A new beginning transforms darkness into light. And if you look at this, look at that. Surrender all that no longer serves you. Sacrifice. A new beginning transforms darkness into light. There is a spark of light here. So no, this isn't a twin flame. This isn't a soulmate. This just might be something karmic that you guys had to deal with together. And so let all that remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Let there be space for new energies to enter. And I think the new energies is somebody else. All right. Whew, it is sealed. If this touched you in any way, please don't forget to give this a thumbs up. And if you know other Libras that are suffering through this, please share it with them. Thank you so much for watching. It was my honor to do this reading for you. Take good care.